The competition has begun on the stage of the Virtuosos show. Unique.
You played so delicate.
Astonishing.
Am I talented?
And difficult moments.
It was a really hard decision to make.
5 young musicians have already earned their chance to compete for the first prize. But who else will be there? Find out tonight. We'll meet another 10 contestants who will perform in front of the international jury. Your hosts are Polish celebrity Ida Nowakovska, who is always ready to show off her dancing skills, and the king of German television shows, the extravagant Tomasz Gottschalk, who speaks not only the language of superstars, but also the language of children and music.
I try to look like Justin Bieber. No, that's good enough.
Tonight, classical music will once again bring us hilarious moments,
Thought about a duet like La Ci-da-rem.
as well as emotional situations.
But this guy was just, full of joy.
You have made me cry a lot, Amira.
We'll also witness an unexpected turn of events in the studio.
You feel good?
Yes.
Let the second semifinal of the Virtuosos Visegrad 4+ begin.
You are our future.
This is the second semifinal of the Virtuosos Visegrad 4+ competition. Please welcome your 2 hosts, Ida Nowakovska and Tomasz Gottschalk.
Good evening. That was great. Good evening, everyone who's watching from the 5 countries: Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Serbia.
This is Virtuosos Visegrad 4+, the transnational show, and we think this is the future of classical music, showcasing the best music talents from the Visegrad 4s as well as Serbia.
Auditions were held in each country throughout the summer, and the first semifinal was aired 1 week ago.
I'm sure you have seen it, and if not, this is your last chance, because this is the second semi-final where, similarly to the first, 2 contestants from each country will perform in front of the international jury.
Erika Miklósa, coloratura soprano soloist of the Hungarian State Opera House, permanent judge of the Hungarian Virtuosos show.
Amazed with that age. How can somebody express herself really in this high level?
Nemanja Radulovic, violinist from Serbia.
Yeah, I felt blessed to be part of this event because I could feel different world of each competitor.
Gabriela Bohachova is the founder of the Czech Art Muse Agency.
Again, I'm very honored to represent Czech Republic. We're gonna have 4 incredibly young talents. All of them will play different instruments, so it is very exciting.
Peter Valentovic, conductor, pianist from Slovakia.
I think that the world of classical music is very important that they have a lot of talents, so we can have new artists, and I'm very, very happy that I can be part of jury of this wonderful project.
Alicja Wegorzewska, opera singer and director of the Warsaw Chamber Opera.
The show was surprising because classical music always is shown in a very aesthetic way, and here actually underlined and gave the great color to these young talents.
So I want to welcome back our jury. Ladies, you look as beautiful as always. The guys look okay as always. And here we go.
Yes, of course, there's also one empty chair, and this person I'm sure will look beautiful because it's the super judge chair. Just like in the first semi-final, in the second semi-final, 2 contestants will perform from each country, and only one will advance to the final from each country. The judge from the contestant's home country will make this decision, of course, taking into account the opinions of the other judges and also that of the super judge.
Of course, we both are hoping to make it to the final too.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
We don't know.
No.
You know, they're tough.
Please let me introduce the world-famous Russian violinist and conductor Maxim Vengerov.
The most sought-after and one of the greatest violinists in the world, Maxim Vengerov is a 2-time gramophone, Grammy, and Edison Award winner. He started playing violin at the age of 4.5 and gave his first concert at the age of 5. Superstar. He won his first international competition age 10, and by 15, he was signed by one of the most prestigious German record labels. After turning 30, he fulfilled his long-time ambition to perform as a conductor. He once said that the reason for becoming a violinist was to be able to conduct an entire orchestra one day. He is a regular and celebrated performer in the world's most famous concert venues, from the Carnegie Hall to the Royal Albert Hall. He is teaching at both the Mozarteum University in Salzburg and the Royal College of Music in London, where he holds professorships.
I think, the show has been amazingly decorated. The design of the place is so welcoming, so warm, so inviting.
He is passionate about helping children and talented young people, not only as a professor or a jury member in music competitions, but was also the first classical musician to be appointed UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador.
Sure, a lot of children watching this program, they would say, I'm impressed with the either harpist or the pianist or the violinist. I'd like you to get me an instrument if I was a child. Definitely. You wouldn't forget this experience, even watching just like this. It's definitely will be impacting everyone.
And here he is in person, Maxim Vengerov.
Welcome to our show. And we want to bring the idea to a lot of young people that classical music is nothing which is very strange, which is boring. It's entertaining, it's drama. And
it's cool.
It's cool, yeah. There's not much difference between Coldplay and Rachmaninoff, but nobody believes it. You're a young guy yourself. A lot of classical people are afraid that young people does not believe in classic anymore. Are you hopeful?
Very much, very much. Music gives us so much hope, and it's lots of fun. I think that's the, when we start playing music, this is the first condition. Do you like to play music? Will you have fun? Will you promise to love it? That's all.
So, we're going to prove tonight classical music is fun.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it's
good.
Joyful.
When I look at you, I can see it's fun. You have pure passion in your eyes. Well, you can take your seat now, the special seat of the super judge, and good luck.
I'm very honored and looking forward to
that.
that.
We are honored to have you here.
Thank you.
Maxim Vengerov. He started as a little guy.
I know. I can't even imagine a 5-year-old. As previously, the contestants are accompanied by one of Hungary's most renowned symphonic orchestras, the Budafok Dochnányi Orchestra, conducted by Gábor Holleron.
Let's recap the rules of Virtuosos Visegrad 4+, and also see what is at stake in the competition. So let's see what prizes are waiting for the best ones.
The Virtuosos V4 Plus show is comprised of 4 parts: 2 semifinals, a masterclass, and a superfinal. Each of the 2 semifinals will feature 2 contestants from each country. After consulting the other judges as well as the super judge, each judge decides which of the two contestants from their own country should go on to the next round. This means that two contestants from each semifinal will go on to the masterclass. Here, the judges will not make a decision. They will only give advice to the contestants. In the superfinal, both contestants will perform on stage once again. Finally, based on their performance up until then, the winners of the Virtuosos V4 Plus Classical Music Talent Show will be announced, one from each country. These 5 young talents will get a chance to record their own album, and they will be given 15,000 euros each.
So let the show begin. For me, it always starts with a little bit of a sad moment because I have to say hello to Ida. She is very good with young people and she is working with our kids backstage because it's tough for these little ones to come on stage. You are a little bit like mama and a big sister at the same time.
I'm a friend, I'm a mom, I'm everything in once, as you said. But I have to say that I'm so impressed with how they react, how they handle all this. And I feel like I'm often more stressed out than they are.
Yes, and if you're watching at home and you are 6 years old and you say, I'd like to meet that young lady, the best way is to start playing the violin or playing the piano. Then one day you will be here and she will take care of you. See you later on.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you so much.
Now, please welcome on stage the youngest contestant of Virtuosos Visegrad 4+, a sweet little angel who is a saxophone virtuoso in spite of being only 8 years old, Kristina Vasic.
My name is Kristina Vasic. I'm 8 years old. I started playing music at the age of 3. I love saxophone, the way it looks and sounds. I love playing it. I've played at many international competitions, but this is the first Hungarian contest and I'm happy to be here.
The judges always greet her with a big smile and a lot of enthusiasm. They love listening to her, and she almost always gets a big applause from them.
I got this from my grandma. She bought me these roller skates when I started doing it and began to love it. I like zoos so far. I've only visited Serbian zoos, and I can't wait to see the Hungarian one here. When I grow up, I want to be the best female saxophone player in the world.
On stage, Kristina Vasic from Serbia.
Kristina. Hello.
Ciao. Hi.
I have to ask you a question before, because like he plays violin, you know? Violinist? Simonia? Violinists never do this. Saxophone players always do this. Why?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe you ask her, I don't know.
No? We do sometimes. It depends. It's good to find the balance, you know?
It's good to find the balance, yeah. He is the boss.
You were wonderful.
Cool.
Totally cool on the one hand, but angelic on the other, as Thomas said. But this did not divert my attention from the way you played. It was very interesting. I'm happy that you chose this piece. You played our tunes on a different instrument in a unique way. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
So, Kristina, what is the name of the dog? Can I touch it? It's too late.
Fitja.
Like saxophone?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Gabriela.
I want to say congratulations for a really nice performance. You are our youngest performer, youngest artist of this competition, and you blowed my mind, really. And I have to say, I love your boots. Really represent that, you know, you're such an incredible young lady, but these boots, it's like representing your temperament. I wish you the best of luck for your future. You're amazing already. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, have you seen this? He lost his ear. Who did this? It was not me.
He lost his ear sometime age. I don't know how it happened, but it doesn't matter.
Can you play a little bit for me and then I can dance with the dog? A little bit caravan?
Well, I don't play any dance music.
Okay, Maxim, have you ever listened to someone playing saxophone like that?
It's just truly amazing. You know, we were here mesmerized by your performance. We all wanted to dance to your music.
But she wouldn't let her dance. She's not playing for dance music.
You feel the music so profoundly, and I think because of you, so many children would want to pick up some instrument. And saxophone, you know, you raise the profile of this instrument.
You're welcome.
Oh, very nice. We are really impressed, and even if she doesn't like me, I love her.
Kiki, Thomas said you impressed everybody, but you don't like him. Yet I think you must like him after all. He's funny, isn't he?
Who?
Thomas.
Well...
You can play, you have so much breath for these long notes. Can you do one really long? That's all I needed to dance. Thank you.
I had a great time. When I'm doing this at home, it sounds different, and I need a lot of air to sustain it, but in the end, I always run out. When you are running out of air, you have to keep trying, but if it doesn't work, you have to stop because it's not very healthy to be deprived of oxygen for a long time.
Yes, you took a hug, of course. When you were up there on stage, it felt like you were so cool. That's the only word I can find, just cool. It was really amazing. But I'm sure you are a very proud mom to have such a young talent. Does she practice a lot at home?
I am a very proud mom. My daughter is wonderful. Of course, she's hardworking. She loves what she's doing, but she needs to practice a lot so that people can enjoy the way she plays.
You're a really cool girl.
Our next young musician is Eliška Kadlčíková from the Czech Republic. She is 18, she loves magic, mystery, and animals which are magic and mysterious at the same time. Cats. Here she comes.
My name is Eliška Tkadličíková, I'm 18, and I'm from Olmütz, from the Czech Republic. I study piano at the Kroměříž Conservatory, and I'm also a student of the Helyčín High School in Olmütz. Cats are my favorite animals. I have 2 at home, and when I'm practicing on the piano, they are always with me. They love listening to me, and they like classical music. When I'm not practicing, I read poems in my free time, and I also write poems. Few people know this, but I also do card tricks for fun.
Hi, my name is Tommy Godard.
Eliška.
I'm a magician too, and I saw you love magic. Can you show me a trick?
9, 10, 11. Is that your card?
Is that your card?
Yes. High five. You're really good. She's very nice and she's very good. I'm sure she's also a great pianist.
My primary aim is to connect with viewers through my music, to communicate this message that classical music is not necessarily a very serious thing. It can be fun, and it can encompass all sorts of emotions in the world. That's all I'd like to achieve.
On stage, Eliška Tkadličíková from the Czech Republic.
Yeah, she did it.
Eliška, hi, you are a tall girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grand piano and the Tchaikovsky are, this is like classic rock, right? It's really tough.
Yes.
Your mother is an English teacher.
Yeah.
So your
she is.
English is better than mine. I don't want to get away from your beautiful performance. So I think you should practice your Czech talking to Gabriela.
Eliška, first of all, you are a wonderful young lady. It's a joy to look at you. Not only because you are gorgeous, but also because you have a wonderful charisma on stage. You are really cut out for this.
Thank you for the encouragement.
Erika?
You look like a top model, really, first of all, but this is not interesting now, just a little bit. You played full of confidence. You are soft, gentle, modest, and really, what I loved in your interpreting that you enjoyed all the time to have this connection with the relationship with the orchestra, with the conductor. So you enjoyed the whole stuff here, what's going on.
So we know from the ladies that you could be a top model. Let's talk about the serious stuff now. So let's see how much the two string guys understand about piano. Maxim.
Yeah, Eliška, wonderful performance, very impressive. What I found mostly impressive is really your technical skills that allows you to, with the time, to go in another level. And since you're very interested in magic, you can use some of this, and especially in Tchaikovsky, with the different rhythms and, the Russian dances. I think you can take more risks sometimes.
We all love that lightness, that brightness in your play. I mean, Tchaikovsky, I remember those mean guys playing it, but you had this kind of, it can be done. So stay like that, and if they encourage you to be meaner, keep that. Okay, that was a very, very important advice from me. Thank you, Eliška. I'm your #1 fan now.
Oh.
And we match color-wise.
I have a lucky thing from my friend here, so I will take it, and we can go now.
No, let me see that.
It's a talisman.
Can you do tricks with it, like make it disappear or something like this?
No, only with cards.
This is so nice, and it really helps you. Maybe my piano is so bad.
You can try with this.
I don't think it's gonna help. It's like I can only, every time I come into a house, I do this. And then I say, nice piano, and then I'm leaving. That's what I'm doing now. The talisman didn't really help me, so keep it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
I really appreciate that Martin has been here with me and he's been supporting me. I have to tell you, I didn't expect to find such a good friend here, and I'm very happy that I did.
You met here, yes, and you became friends.
Just few days before the departure.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you met and... Yes? How was it?
I wrote to Eliška how she is going here because I knew she will be here. And she wrote me that she is going by train. So the first time we met, it was in train.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really cute.
Apart from lengthy rehearsals and preparations for the competition, the children take part together in various activities here in Budapest. They had a chance to go behind the scenes in a prestigious classical music location, the art studios of the Hungarian State Opera. And you can follow.
Welcome to the Eiffel Art Studios of the Opera. We are entering Hungary's only recording studio for big orchestras. The first recording made here was Maestro Domingo's. I'm sure you all know and respect him.
The contestants had the privilege of visiting the art studios in the days before the opening.
I like those rooms the most here, where the different functions were adapted to the high number of actors and guests. It must be really enjoyable to see a performance here. I'm fascinated by all this. This is probably what I liked the most.
The young musicians had a chance to go behind the scenes at the dressmaker's workshop, the wig maker's workshop, and at the joiner's workshop. This is where the opera's unique costumes and grandiose props are made.
I'm very happy that I had the chance to see these places, because now I have an idea of how things work behind the scenes. I realized that this is a painstaking work, and I have great admiration for the people who take part in the production here. This is something opera goers will practically never see on stage.
Wow, this looks like a wonderful trip. I wish I was there. These two young ladies want to become famous opera singers, which I'm sure you will become. How did you feel being there among all these costumes and this whole atmosphere?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm trying to enjoy each and every moment. Budapest is a beautiful city. It fascinates me. The whole city has a fantastic atmosphere, just like this competition. I'm having a really good time. My name is Alžbeta Rehakova. I'm 18 and I've been singing since my early childhood. Some people say I could sing before I could walk. Besides music, I love cooking. Actually, it's one of my favorite hobbies. It's a great honor for me to have been selected to compete in the show. Vanessa and I know each other from school. We take singing lessons from the same teacher.
We support each other. There is no competition going on between us, and we do not wish bad things to each other.
We can handle it easily. We will see what happens in the end. But till then, we root for each other. I mean, we will see what the end results will be.
Alžbeta, you're about to go on stage. Do you want to do anything special that you do before performances?
Yes, we have this lucky ritual. We do this each time before we go on stage. There's a kick and there's a cross.
You're a perfect example of a beautiful friendship, and I wish everybody in the world to have a friend like you have each other. So now we have to kick and cross. You're gonna do great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
On stage, Alžbeta Rehakova from Slovakia.
Much better. Good evening. We had violinists and we had people playing saxophones and even accordions, but of course the voice is an instrument also. So we have two opera ladies within our jury. Let's start with Erika. Have you ever sung that part?
No, I did not. I did musette.
But you still can say something about her performance.
Of course I can say. But I'm surprised. You are 18 years old and you sing very well, really. Your voice is in the right position, so you have to just keep in this way and to hold it and always just to sing from your heart.
Alicia, you are another colleague of her. What do you think?
First of all, is what you got. You got beautiful color of the voice. And aria that you chosen is not very often sung because La Bohème di Leoncavallo is not as known as Puccini. So congratulations. My advice would be not to go too quickly to deeply romantic repertoire, to stay at the beginning of your career a little bit longer with Mozart, with Bach, and to make your voice settle, and then you can go really deep because your soul is there. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ďakujem. Thank you. Ďakujem. Thank you.
Finally, there is a guy who's going to talk to you in your own language. Peter, please.
Can I call you Betka?
Yes, you can.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
It has a full tone to it. And besides this beautiful tone, there was a lot of dynamics in your pianos too, so keep it up. Let me ask you something. Why did you choose this piece? Why Leoncavallo?
This was spontaneous. I mean, it was sort of a spontaneous decision. I really liked this aria, so I picked it. It was really great singing it. Perhaps I can say that it captivated me, so that's why I chose it.
You have a wonderful voice and you're a huge talent. Congratulations.
Have you ever thought about a duet like La Cidaremda Manu? No, she didn't.
We can talk about it.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It was great meeting you. Thank you and have a good evening.
It's sensitive that these girls are wishing to sing the big areas already, and then they rush, don't
it's
they?
very dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, you can force your voice.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And destroy it. So she should be very careful.
Good to comment, not to rush.
Betka, now you can relax and you don't have to stress. Soon you will be rooting and, keeping your fingers crossed for Vanessa.
Next on stage is a virtuoso pianist, Maciej Smolong. The 17-year-old Polish contestant likes cycling. So we know he can use the pedals on his bike, but let's see how he uses the pedals on his piano. Here he is.
My name is Maciej Smolong. I'm 17 years old and I'm from a city in West Poland. I was 6 when my story with the piano began. I always liked this instrument. I'm currently living in a student hostel 500 kilometers from my home. I study in Warsaw. One of my favorite subjects is maths, which is why I love logic games, puzzles and riddles. I also like to play chess. My granddad taught me how to play when I was little. Whenever we meet, we love to play chess. Whenever I go home, I always ask my mom to go to the lake or to go cycling, take a walk in the woods, so that we can be outside in nature. Because this is something I miss a lot. I can't do this in the city. For me, Virtuosos is not about competing with others, but about getting to know wonderful musicians from other countries and making a good debut.
On stage, Maciej Smolong from Poland.
I don't know what you think, guys. My country, my man. Maciej? Bravo.
The other one too.
Druga?
Thank you.
This is the Polish heart. I mean, like, this is unbelievable. I just saw it was so fast. Are you faster on the laptop than your friends?
Yes, I had to learn to type fast during the pandemic.
He's a nice young guy, and I mean, like, you are looking for talent because you work in the opera and with an orchestra. Is that someone you would put on your list for future talents, right?
Absolutely. For next year festival, Mozart Junior, we're gonna take Maciej for sure.
You play Mozart too?
Weźmiemy ciebie.
Yeah.
I play every composer.
Yes.
Because this was Liszt, it was very clever to play Liszt in Budapest, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a clever guy. Gabriela?
Maciej, if I could and if there is no corona, I would go and hug you. You know, you're a little shy, but you should not be. You should be really, really proud of yourself, what you just, showed us. You are a great performer, brilliant technique. I was shocked. So really, congratulations.
And now you should tell her I'm not shy at all.
I'm not shy at all.
See? Erika.
I thought you were shy too. I don't know. I had this feeling too, and I loved that piece because this is my favorite piece, and Thomas was right. It was a good choice here in Budapest to play this Liszt piece, and I loved how you build it up from this shy guy, this modest guy, came up for the strong man, powerful man. So congratulations for you. And
thank you. Thank you very much.
3 out of 3 ladies were thinking about hugging you. Does this happen after your concerts, that the girls come and hug you?
I think it would be fantastic.
All I can say is dobrze.
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 Bardzo dobrze.
Bardzo
Okay.
dobrze.
Thank you, Maciej. Thank you very much.
I'm happy that 3 judges like my performance. It makes me glad that they were so positive. I hope they'll come to my concert.
I can imagine him, training 7 hours a day. 10.
Yes.
How many hours did you practice yesterday in preparation for this?
I think it was about 6 hours.
6 hours? Seriously?
With some breaks.
Of course, with breaks. But it didn't seem like 6 hours.
But you only practiced this piece from beginning to end, right?
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Congratulations.
Lana Zoryan is from Serbia. Aged 11, she already has over 40 prizes from international music competition. This is no wonder, since music is in her genes. Her father is an opera singer and her mother a violinist.
My name is Lana Zoryan. I'm 11 and I play the violin. I'm from Novi Sad, Serbia. I'm from a family of musicians. I represent the 3rd generation of musicians, actually. Both of my parents are musicians. My mom is a violin teacher.
Hot heart, cool head.
My father is an opera singer. My grandfather is a military musician. The other one is a music scholar. I spend a lot of time with my pets. I love them. I sometimes make them toys from old rags or recycled materials. Besides spending time with my pets, I love making TikTok videos. There are many festivals in Serbia. When I grow up, I really like to perform at the Nomus and Demus, just like my idol, Nemanja Radulović.
On stage, Lana Zoryan from Serbia.
Lana, hello.
Hello.
Don't be afraid, it's only me.
Hello.
I was told that you love to perform, but you hated to be away from your cell phone for 10 minutes. So I brought it with me. Now you're hooked up again.
What? Thank you.
You do this too, like?
Nah.
No. 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 May I get a selfie with you, or?
Of course. Of course.
You don't need me, right? I try to look like Justin Bieber. No, that's good enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I think he's happy with you. At least he looks very happy.
You were great. There is some force inside you which keeps you going on and on. You seemed unstoppable, and this is a great thing about you. In some cases, perhaps you could have paid a little more attention to finding the right balance. But you're only 11 after all. So, it was wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There's another guy, he plays a pretty good violin too.
I know. My second idol.
Yeah. We won't let them compete, but they are both pretty good, huh?
Really, obviously really good.
Okay, so let's hear what Maxim thinks about your playing.
Lana, hvala. Wonderful performance. Totally agree with Nemanja. Yeah, you know, this Scherzo Tarantella is quite a tricky piece, and
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah. So,
yes.
And I can see you enjoying it. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pieces for violin, so
yeah.
It was always my dream piece.
Yeah, but you know what's that tarantula? Yeah. So
yeah.
It's like you know
yeah.
You should feel comfortable, but at the same time uncomfortable. You know, like on the edge. So you can, with the time, you can speed up a little bit and give the harder time to the orchestra and the conductor. By the way, we need to compliment them. It's a very difficult piece, you know. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Alicia?
Thank you.
Dear young lady, when I look at you, when you play, I don't see the child. I see professional musician, and I think that's the review of your performance.
Thank you so much.
So now you can put that in the family group. It was nice meeting you, Lana. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
When I saw the host on stage, I was very surprised. I was listening to the judges, and I saw him taking out my phone, and I didn't understand why. But then he took a selfie with me, which I think was very cute. I definitely loved it.
Welcome backstage. Never-ending hugs.
You can feel that she likes the stage and that she loves the violin.
But she's at home.
Yeah.
I know that you are a queen of a certain application when there's a lot of dance and a lot of cool movements. Can we make a video together?
Of course.
Yes? Okay, yes, yeah. Okay, now I'm stressed out. Now I'm you know? And what was it? And, oh, wrong hand, one more time. And.
There, yes.
Yeah, okay.
5 young talents have performed so far here in the second semifinal of the Virtuosos Visegrad 4+. These wonderful performances wouldn't be possible without observing strict rules in connection with the coronavirus pandemic while filming the show. Each of the 500 members of the staff is constantly being tested. Everyone has to wear a mask when they are not on stage. They have to keep appropriate distance, go through a disinfection gate, and have their temperatures checked. In spite of the precautions, the filming of the second semifinal brought a dramatic turn of events. The Serbian judge, Nemanja Radulovic, developed cold-like symptoms.
You feel good?
Thank you.
You feel good?
Yes.
Hello, Raketa.
But I hope that I will not speak.
Therefore, the epidemiological professionals of the show immediately subjected him to a range of tests. We'll soon find out if he can return to the table of the judges to listen to the next 5 contestants. The second semifinal of the VV4+ will continue soon. With charming, funny,
You know, he's dreaming to have his own...
and dramatic moments.
I just find it very emotional.
You have made me cry a lot, Amira.
Stay tuned.
Good evening again. We continue the second semi-final of the Virtuosos Visegrad 4+ International Talent Show. As we have already mentioned, this competition is taking place in a very special situation because of COVID. And unfortunately, that could put us into unexpected situation. And now such a thing has happened.
Because of the coronavirus, we have to follow strict safety rules while filming this show. All my life I tried to be positive.
Me too.
Now we have to try to be negative. We are constantly testing the entire staff and measuring our body temperatures. The moment someone gets a fever, they must be isolated.
Unfortunately, this is what happened to our Serbian jury member, Nemanja Radulovic. Now he can't be with us for the rest of the show. He's being examined by the doctors, and we are waiting for his test results. But of course, he will still be involved in the final decision, but he will be with the judges online. And we hope that he can return to us soon. And of course, we wish him all the health, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, while we're waiting for him to come back, let's continue our show, Virtuosos Visegrad 4+, as there are still fantastic young talents waiting, and this show is about them, as they are the future of classical music.
My name is Maja Patkos, I'm 14 and I've playing the harp for 7 years. With this instrument I can express feelings that I wouldn't be able to express physically, and I really love its sound as well. As a harp player, I have to sit a lot, so I really enjoy being outside. My sister and I started playing tennis together. We are roughly on the same level, so it's really great playing with her.
She's a good partner. I love playing with her. The most important thing in this competition is courage, and Maja definitely has it.
She is like a sweetheart in this family. She gets a lot of smiles and kindness from everybody.
I'm very happy that Maja made it to Virtuosos V4+. This is a big thing for her school, and for Szeged.
If I had to picture myself in the future, my dream is to play on a big stage in front of a huge audience, making them all happy.
On stage, Maja Patkos from Hungary.
Maya, this was fantastic with this decoration and you playing. I felt like underwater and you looked like the mermaid. The possibilities with the harp, obviously, Peter, is there a lot of things you can do with it? Like with the violin, there's so many different moods. The harp, is that something which gives you the same possibilities?
Of course, even maybe much more, because you have such a wide range of the notes and you can do glissandi, you can do melody. I think she showed us really what you can do with the harp, because you created something very special. I didn't want you to stop playing, you know. I was like, I didn't want it to end, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You think go on,
yes.
because it makes you fly.
Maya, you have managed to stop time. What we just heard is the highest possible quality. I think that only a few people can deliver this very high quality. Everything was in harmony and everybody was silent in the studio like never before. The way you've become one with your instrument throughout the years is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was absolutely amazed by dynamic extremes that you reach, by precision, by attention to detail. But for me, you were like telling a story that is behind this this musical piece, that it wasn't just playing.
So everybody got some medicine for their souls, and this is the best a musician can do, I think.
Yeah.
Maya, thank you very much. Congratulations for this performance, and I hope we see you again.
I hope so.
I'm very happy that the judges were so positive about me. I'm just glad.
Well, I felt really nobody was even breathing, even the people behind. You know, it was really, I could feel it, you know, complete, yes. And she managed to draw the attention.
How did you feel up there on stage?
I felt really good. It was really good.
I have to tell you that your parents were crying. They
Just
really, no, your dad too. I saw your dad was crying, and you make your parents very proud.
Sports and music are a frequent combination. The two complement each other very well. A good sense of rhythm could be also very useful for a football player. Let's see the rhythmical movements of our next contestant, Dawid Siewicki from Poland.
My name is Dawid Siewicki. I'm 14, and I'm from a small town in Poland called Krive. I've been playing the accordion for 7 years. My granddad also played the accordion. He was the one who sparked my passion for the accordion. To me, music is the greatest joy of all. I've never been to Hungary before. I'm happy that this international competition gave me a chance to be here. After practicing long hours on my accordion, I have to relax a bit. We usually play soccer with my dad and my little brother. I'm very happy that I can play soccer with my dad here in Budapest too. I want to win Virtuosos because I don't have my own instrument yet. If I win this competition, I will buy the accordion of my dreams.
On stage, Dawid Siewicki from Poland.
Did I get this right? This was called a rock sonata?
Yes, a rock toccata.
You did your own drumming, huh? Interesting. This was not classical, this was not rock and roll. Is there something between classic and rock and roll for you, or is it all the same as long as it's music?
Well, because of the composer's instructions and because of the type of the notation system he used. I think you're right, it's both.
Did it perfectly. Maybe you sit down because this is heavy, and now we're going to listen to all these people telling you what they think about your performance, so you can sit and this is heavy. Peter, let's go.
I loved your choreography also, not only the music, you know, like your whole body was vibrating and was kind of dancing with the rhythm of toccata. It was really amazing. I think your musicality is very mature, a very advanced level, not only rhythmical structures, but also the sense of how you build the phrases, and it's really, I'm amazed for your performance, and I'm very happy I could hear you.
Maxim, please.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see, David, you are one with the instrument, and at times I really forget where is you and where is the instrument, and that's the ideal case scenario. When you merge with instrument, it's part of you, and for that, really, I think it's a talent. You cannot learn that you cannot. So bravo, bravo.
Erika?
There is a sentence, they've written here. For me, playing an instrument means escaping the everyday reality. What is your everyday reality?
My biggest... I think reality for me is music and nothing else, and I couldn't live without it.
Congratulations.
Alicia, you may speak Polish with him, because now we should listen to the translation, because now it goes from heart to heart.
You got me from the very first moment. You have a really unique charisma on stage. You know, when I'm listening to a musician, I sometimes get goosebumps and tears appear in my eye. And this is the kind of experience I'm looking for. And this is what I got from you. So I'm very grateful to you. Good luck with your career.
Thank you.
I think this was the best you could ever hear from these people, right?
Yes. Thank you very much again for saying such positive things about me.
Thank you very, very much. You can be proud of yourself. Thank you.
Sorry, what happened?
He's from a very small place, and it's really touching that he's just dreaming to have an instrument.
That's the probably most touching part of it. I don't know, he made me emotional away because he looked a little, timid, sad. But this guy was just, full of joy and happiness.
Inside,
but still,
it was true thing. It came really from him. Yeah.
I don't know, I can't explain. He's dreaming to have his own instrument. I just found him very emotional. There was something about him, even though, what he played, but there was some story behind him. He wants to get the prize because once he win it, then he spend it on his accordion. All a mixture of this and then the story behind him, I got emotional.
Can I take a look? Can I lift it up?
It's very heavy.
Okay. Well, this is really very heavy. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. This is really heavy.
About 15 kilograms. A lot of weight to carry around, not to mention for a child.
You're kidding.
But the most difficult thing is you can't see anything. Not the keys, the buttons. You have to memorize them. You either memorize them or you use a mirror.
Oh, a mirror. Just like in dancing. We have the same problem. We can't see ourselves.
Let's expand the boundaries of this program a little bit and fly all the way to Japan. Our next contestant, Eduard Kollert, is from the Czech Republic and his mother is from Japan. So the young man can prove that he is not only a great violinist, but an expert in making sushi. Arigato.
My name is Eduard Kollert. I'm 17, I'm from Prague, and I play the violin. My father is Czech, and my mother is Japanese. I myself was born in Tokyo. In my free time, I roller skate a lot. The Czech Republic boasts a rich history in music. We have many great composers, including my two favorites, Bohuslav Martinu and Erich Korngold. I love traveling and roller skating, and also I love gastronomy, tasting things and cooking, including sushi, which my mother taught me to prepare.
My son is very happy to be here. He can't wait to enjoy Virtuosos, and he is very happy that he made it into the competition.
I hope the international jury will like my performance.
On stage, Eduard Kollert from the Czech Republic.
Edward with the violin hands. You are my man. The girls with their violins, they always go soul-searching, always that kind of heartful stuff. You went for the passion. Carmen.
Yes.
I'm interested because I heard you like cooking too.
Yes.
Yes. Your favorites are sushi and paella.
Yes.
In what order do you serve it?
Well, I really like the paella. It's like, you know, very colorful, you know, and I really love Spain, so...
Aha, you don't eat both together?
No.
No, okay, good.
That's too much.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So, Maxim, let's go back to work.
Wonderful, really great. It's not only about the perfection, you know that. You have the passion, you have love for music, you have all the ingredients, like, you know, like your cooking, yeah? If I may suggest something, now another dimension for you is really to develop your own taste, your own sound in music. So we could put a wall or curtain in front of you and we know, oh yeah, that's Eduardo's playing. We can recognize your sound. So how do you achieve it? Really listen to yourself, listen to your inner music.
Thank you.
Gabriela, now the ladies.
Eduard, I'm so proud. I have to tell you that you have a fantastic dynamic range and you are a natural-born performer. You work together in beautiful harmony with the orchestra too. First of all, I enjoyed it very much, so thank you for this wonderful experience.
Thank you very much.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Eduard, you are extremely virtuous, really. It was unbelievable how you were playing, interpreting, and you're outstanding, everything, your quality, high quality, predestinating to you for the good and very beautiful future, I think.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're a brilliant guy and I really loved what you did.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bravo.
Bravo.
I'm satisfied with my performance. It was really good playing in this beautiful studio with the orchestra and the conductor in front of a jury like this.
But did you think it was too academic?
You are the maestro.
His technique is wonderful. He can do anything. He's not breathing. And when you make mistake and you are in breathing, then this mistake is part of musical expression. So this is what it is. This is probably what you were missing.
Edward, come here, my friend. Come here. Bien, bravo. I know that you are actually a citizen of the world. I heard you went to school in Madrid and then Switzerland. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
That is very interesting. And do you speak all the languages?
Yes, I speak all of them.
So how many?
Well, I understand 7 of them.
Oh, wow, amazing. So it looks like you can probably communicate anywhere in the world. Somehow you will figure it out.
You have already seen the Slovakian contestant Alžbeta in the first part singing beautifully and Vanessa, her friend, cheering her on. Now it's the other way around. It's Alžbeta's turn to root for her friend backstage.
That is very right. Alžbeta is here with me and we are so excited to watch her friend perform on stage in a second. So now, coming up for you is Vanessa Čierna from Slovakia.
My name is Vanessa Čierna. I'm from a small town in the middle of Slovakia called Oslany. I'm a soprano, and I started singing at a very young age, actually as long as I can remember. Singing takes a lot of strength, which is why I'm trying to stay fit. Recently, I started working out on a regular basis, and I think my singing will also benefit from it. The fact that people in 5 different countries will hear me is just amazing. It makes me a little nervous, but I can't wait to make my debut to all these people living around us. Hi!
Something sweet for you, but only if you want it.
We've been friends for a long time, more than 4 years. So I'm very happy that we are in this competition together and we can support each other. Maybe we can do it.
Yes!
On stage, Vanessa Čierna from Slovakia.
Vanessa, good evening. I have an important question. Your friend Alžbeta was here before you, and you are two friends, and you are competing against each other. You have both been singing here, and you both want to win. Is this a problem between friends?
I don't think so, not at all. We are friends, we support each other. I know she also loves to sing. And I think that regardless of who makes it to the final or who wins the competition, I truly wish her all the best.
But let's ask Peter. He can talk to you in the same language, and he is a critical guy if it comes to opera, because he has seen many, he has conducted many, so he knows what he's talking about. I don't.
Which role would you like to sing? Which one do you think is best for your voice?
I don't have such goals yet. There are no specific roles I want to sing. Of course, I like a lot of things, but I think I'd like to orient myself in a lyrical coloratura direction.
I have some small piece of advice for you when you're singing the recitativo. You could leave yourself a little more time in some places so the vibration can really die down. But it was very beautiful. Thank you so much. You were absolutely great.
Thank you.
So you like to become an opera singer?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. But I think Alicia can tell you that this is most probably not the easiest job in the world.
Vanessa, I see opera singer in front of me. I have absolutely no doubts. I would pay attention on two things. That to put together a note when you go in low register in coloratura, you have to give more text. But really, what a beautiful voice you have, and you are such a lady.
Thank you very much.
Erika, just for me, Peter and Alicia both mentioned coloratura. I have heard this very often. What is it? Coloratura sopran.
For example, this is a very leggero sopran. This is when she sang this staccato, these notes, and
Königin der Nacht.
very light. I mean, it's like this fast tones. These are the
Thank you.
leggero.
That was only everybody in the audience knows it. Everybody who is at home knows, but I'm the only one who needed to know. Thanks for the patience.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was really a pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Now I understand why she was instable, because her body didn't have this feeling that this is my body, and the appoggiato a little bit, it was less.
Oh,
Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love this support. It's so important. How do you feel?
good.
Good. Everything went like you planned?
Well, not everything, but...
Why? What do you think you could have done better?
There are things I could have done better. I think I sung better at the rehearsal before the performance, but I'm still happy. I think it was quite good after all. I'm very critical, but I can accept this. There's nothing I can change now.
It doesn't matter what happens now. I know it does matter for you because that's why you came here, but at the same time, these are the rules. But the fact that you're here, it means that you're both absolutely amazing, okay?
The Virtuosos classical music competition was launched in 2014 in Hungary. Since then, many young, talented musicians have been discovered and nurtured. Our next contestant, Amira Abuzara, made it into the final in 2016, and since then she performed with the best musicians in concert halls all over the world.
I'm Abuzara Amira, and I started playing the violin when I was 4, so I've been playing it for over 10 years. Besides playing the violin, I enjoy going to adventure parks because I like sliding and hanging from places, or just climbing things.
When we go with Mom, we can laugh at her how clumsy she is.
The Adventure Park is a nice program after a long day of practicing or working on things. They need a lot of physical activity, and so do I.
This is not our first time in Virtuosos. Mariann and I were in the 2016 show too, where we made it into the final. The year after, I went alone, and I won my age category. It's a great honor that I can be here again, and I hope that I can motivate many children and young people to start studying music or playing the violin.
On stage, Abuzara Amira from Hungary.
I think even if I'm not a specialist for the violin, I think that it was fantastic.
Thank you.
Erika speaks not only your language, she reacted to your music very emotionally. So Erika, you two Hungarians, you talk to each other now.
You have made me cry a lot, Amira. Really. The music you played for us today should be prescribed for people as medicine. It resonates with the deepest emotions of the soul, pain, joy, and everything. This is exactly what music is about.
Gabriela, you want to add something?
Yeah, I'd like to add that you really have chosen a piece that shows a lot your ability. I think you're very precise. There's something mysterious about your personality. I just can't get enough of you, you know. I have just one question. You wrote that you speak 6 languages. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can you name them?
Yeah, I lived in Germany. I've been born in Germany, so I speak German.
Hast du mich schon mal gesehen?
Ja.
Ja, okay.
Hungarian, of course. My father is Egyptian, so I try to speak Egyptian. English, I learned French since 3 years, and I started learning Italian. So yeah.
Incredible. Wow.
Maxim, I've never heard that piece. Is it like a very well-known piece for guys who play the violin?
Well, it's like a milestone for every musician, so it's a very important piece for all of us. In fact, you know, me personally, I played it when I was about your age, so what an effort. And what a great result. You play with such freedom, with the impeccable technique. What is the most important thing in music, beyond just, you know, perfect technique and great execution of all the technical aspects, I think is the message. And your sound has this DNA that differs from other violinists. So I think you have this. And this is, I'm sure, in a few years, you know, you'll develop greatly, but we'll recognize your sound. That's very important. So bravo, bravo.
Thank
wonderful,
you very much.
Wonderful.
Yes, thank you very much. And I can only tell you, I really admire you and I have a great respect. I never say this to girls your age. I have a lot of respect for you.
I was very happy that Erika Miklósa was so deeply moved by my performance. But the best thing was that I could talk to Maxim Vengerov, who also heard me play, and thought that my performance was great.
How can you play this violinist, this pianissimo?
Right hand.
But that's, you know, it's not only physical, it's inside. You know, she has a lot of things.
Amira, here she comes. Yes, you can hug. It's allowed. I would say more, it's a must. You have to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement behind the stage here and backstage is really rising because this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the moment of the verdict. The judges have left because now they will discuss their opinions and they will find out which of the 1 contestants from each country will go to the final. Of course, Nemanja will join them online, so we will have the complete verdict of all the judges and our super judge.
Hi, Nemanja.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing? How do you feel?
No, I feel good. I feel good now. Actually, I feel a little bit sick and ill, but it will be okay, I'm sure.
And what about the test? What's the result?
The result, apparently I'm negative, but we have to wait.
Stay negative.
Yes.
Despite his first test results coming back negative, Nemanja has to be isolated from the other participants. Therefore, he joined the discussion of the judges online.
Then let's start.
Right.
Okay?
They showed him the photograph of each contestant and told him about the performances that he'd missed.
He touched me very much.
Yeah, she was fantastic as well.
This boy is a rock star.
Fortunately, he was able to listen to the 2 Serbian contestants live in the studio.
Of course, he heard all the Serbian contestants. He was still there, so he did his decision together with us and with the super judge. Would you like to compare the 2 Serbian?
Well, they're completely different. I mean, both of them deserve to go through to the final. It's not easy decision for me, no.
This is why we have the super judge Maxim Vengerov. he can help the others
Or I
decide.
say to Maxim, please decide who is going for the next step.
I couldn't.
The final decision was reached after quite a long deliberation. We'll soon find out which contestant made it to the final from each country.
The judges' decision will be announced shortly, but first, welcome on stage a young musician from Hungary who was discovered at the age of 11 by Virtuosos, and he won the age category in the competition. Here it is, Misi Baros. And now we have reached the most exciting moment in the second semi-final of the Virtuoso V4 Plus show. This is the announcement of the jury's decisions.
Please welcome on stage the contestants of the second semi-final.
Now I would like to ask Maxim Vengerov, our super judge of today's semi-final, to give his opinion on the performances that we all have heard today. Maxim?
First of all, very humbled to be in presence of such wonderful company of new friends, esteemed colleagues. Today was a very special day for me. It reminds me of when I was standing in your place quite a few years ago. Yet I remember that there was some fear, there was some preoccupation whether I'm going to make it or not, am I good enough? But in the end of the day, I remember these days with joy that I was part of this amazing competition. This is amazing what we have here, such a great platform to promote classical music and you, great talents, you are our future. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for this.
One question, Maxim. Have there been competitions you took part in and you did not leave as a winner?
Well, I was lucky, I won. But, you know, there is a lovely joke about the violinist who comes to New York and he's lost and he's asking the street man, "Excuse me, do you know how do I get to Carnegie Hall?" And the street man looks at the guy with the violin and said, "May I give you advice? Practice, practice."
And now I would like to ask Maxim Vengerov to tell us which contestants will advance to the final.
Based on our joint decision with Polish judge Alicia, the contestant from Poland going through is...
For taking decisions tonight, that was much harder. I don't really like this moment of competition. That's the hardest part of this work.
David Siwiecki.
And of course, big applause for Maciej. You are absolutely fantastic. We love you. Bravo! Now let's see who will make it to the final from the two Czech contestants.
Now, based on our joint decision with Czech judge Gabriela, contestant from the Czech Republic going through is...
It is really hard to compare pianist with violinist. And they were all similar age, brilliant technique. So, you know, really, really hard to choose.
The name as a contestant for the finals is Edward Kollár.
Eliška, we thank you so much for your great performance.
So if Maxim makes that little break, it's not that he forgot what to say. This is very important. I think he learned it from Heidi Klum, right?
Or from Thomas.
If I'm making breaks, it's because I forgot what to say.
That is not true.
He does it for drama.
I should take master classes with you.
Okay, good. Okay, so now let's see who will make it to the final from the two Serbian contestants.
Oh.
You can bring each other.
Now, based on our joint decision with Serbian judge Nemanja, the contestant from Serbia going through to the final is... The decision was really tough, but we had to decide. And unfortunately, Nemanja couldn't be here, but we made a decision together.
to choose between instruments that is playing saxophone or violin. That's actually why it was such a long day.
So the name is Kristina Vasic.
Thank you, Lana! Big bravo to Lana! And now we will see who will make it to the final from the two Hungarian contestants.
Based on our joint decision with Hungarian judge Erika, the contestant from Hungary going through to the final round is...
They are very close to me. I'm like a mother to them, a virtuoso mother. They both delivered performances of the highest standard, which is quite extraordinary.
It was also very difficult and tough decision for us. So, who will go to the final is Amira Abuzaha.
Maya, you were amazing. And thank you so much for what you showed us tonight.
We will now wait for the decision of the jury who will make it to the final from the two Slovakian contestants.
Based on our joint decision with Peter, the contestant from Slovakia going through is...
They both were really great, very well prepared. They did their best, and I was very proud that I have such a talent in our country.
The two friends, like sisters, but we still had to decide. So the name is Elżbieta Rehalkova.
Vanessa, thank you. You were magnificent.
So our warmest congratulations to Edward Koller from the Czech Republic, Elżbieta from Slovakia, Amira from Hungary, David from Poland, and Kristina from Serbia. You have made it to the final of Virtuosos Visegrad 4+. And as these young musicians demonstrated, they are the future of classical music.
And that's all for today here at the second semifinal of Virtuosos Visegrad 4+. Join us again. See you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye and good night. Święta Maria Matka Boska.
4. Slide. Slide.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Pomilujte, pošpásujte, ale lásku jim neslibujte.
Ildiko, it was a big pleasure.
I'm your biggest fan.
Yes, please, thank you. Another one, another one, another one. Yes.